Yo guys, it's Sam, and guess what? Today Apple released the iOS 12 GM or Golden Master release. For those of you that don't know, it's the final release version of iOS 12 before everybody is going to get this on September 17th. At Apple's big September event today where they announced the Apple Watch Series 4 and the iPhone XS, XS Max, and iPhone XR. They also announced the iOS 12 release date. So mark your calendars for Wednesday, September 17th and get hyped to finally be able to install iOS 12 as a non-beta tester. So usually I'm pretty hyped for the iOS 12 GM release because there are a lot of changes, especially in the wallpaper department. So this year the iOS 12 GM, it came out, I went immediately over to Wallpaper, choose new wallpaper. I was so excited for the new stills. And there aren't any new wallpapers in this update. We have no idea why, and Apple's marketing images for the iPhone XR and the iPhone XS, they do show off some incredible looking new wallpapers that I'm just dying to get my hands on. But in the live section of settings, there's nothing here. If I go over to stills, every wallpaper that's here is from iOS 11, from that Golden Master, besides this wallpaper right here. Of course, this is the stock iOS 12 wallpaper, but we've seen this for a long time. This isn't anything new. Unfortunately, in live, in stills, and of course in dynamic, nothing new here in the iOS 12 GM, which is crazy disappointing. The entire summer, I was looking forward to this update just because Apple had refined so much. The performance was great. The battery life was great. The one thing missing from making iOS 12 pretty much the perfect update was new wallpapers, and I thought we'd get it today, and unfortunately we did not. However, over on Twitter, a pretty well-known wallpaper designer at AR72014 was able to extract some of the iPhone XS wallpapers. Now the first one here, the one I was using throughout this video on my iPhone X, we've already seen that is nothing new. However, we've never seen this one before until Apple revealed it on stage today, and honestly, I think I'm a huge fan of this one, to the point where I'm a bigger fan of this one than the original wallpaper we saw a little bit ago, and it looks so good. You've got purples and yellows and blues flush against this completely true black background. It does a great job of highlighting an OLED screen, and of course I'll leave down the links to this in the description. Huge shout out to AR7 for finding these. Now that being said, I did run a Geekbench test as always, so if we head over to Geekbench right now, go over to our results, tap on CPU. These are the scores that I got on the iOS 12 GM. So honestly, this is pretty much the median of what I was getting throughout the summer. I got close to 11,000 near the end. I think my highest score ever was 10,700, something around there, 10,600-ish. So it was really great, close to 10,700. And then in the iOS 12 GM, I'm getting 10,356 for the multi-core score and 4,222 for the single core score. So those are not bad scores by any means. What's crazy is the scores I'm getting now on the iOS 12 GM, the first ever update for iOS 12, 12.0. I'm getting higher scores here than I was on the final release version of iOS 11, which totally blows my mind. So that's the iOS 12 GM. I've looked around. I've tried to find other changes, other small features, and honestly, I have not been able to find anything, unfortunately. I'll keep you updated if we find any new wallpapers, if they are hidden anywhere, but for now, the iOS 12 GM this year is a little bit more bland and a little bit more boring than it's been in the past. We've got a new update coming soon, though. iOS 12.1 is going to be the first update on the horizon, and it's going to include group FaceTime almost certainly. What's sad is that Apple removed group FaceTime, and I think iOS 12 beta 8 or 9, and then they said it was coming in a future update. So one of the headlining features, group FaceTime, once again, will not be in iOS 12.0, but Apple has confirmed it is coming in a new update later this fall, and I can almost guarantee it'll be iOS 12.1, maybe 12.2. All right, that's all for this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, smash that comment button, let me hear your thoughts on this, and of course, smash subscribe as well. For now, I've been Sam. I hope you're doing great, and I'll talk to you in my next video.